Hey, I'm really glad you're here today. Today, I want to tell you about a practice that I do that changes my beliefs. And they're pretty drastic changes in my belief system based on using this particular practice. And I want to tell you about it because I think that it might help some people in the world. And if it helps you, of course, you made my day. But I want to tell you about it. I'm pretty sure I picked up this practice based on Neville Goddard's trainings and his lectures. And so what I do is I use his um, law of assumption. In other words, imagining that you already have everything you want, but I use it with regard to my belief systems. So years ago, I would consider myself an atheist. I did not have any amazing experiences in my life. I didn't feel like I was connected to God. And when things went really horribly wrong, I just sort of felt very alone. And so, in my mind, that meant that there is no God. And it's not like I didn't go to church as a kid or even go through all the training that they have you go through before get initiated into the church, but it just wasn't, it didn't pull together for me. When I did ask questions, they couldn't really answer them to my satisfaction. And so in the end, I guess it was probably in my mid 20s, I was like, I'm definitely an atheist. There definitely is not God. I remember somebody saying, when you're in a foxhole and you're praying, then you know there's a God. And I thought, nope, not me. I don't know why I thought that, but that was how I felt. Today, I'm the extreme opposite. I am not someone who doesn't believe in God. I feel like my spirituality, rather than religion, really helped to shift that for me. But this practice that I used really helped me change. The practice call I call it what ifing myself. What if that is true? What if God is real? What if the universe and God are out there and they're doing everything they can to support me in accomplishing and creating good things in the world. And as I what if myself about it, it changes how I feel. So I will decide that I want to change my belief from one thing to another. And in this case, let's just say it has to do with God. Because I was an atheist, I had to shift my belief system because I just didn't feel like I was enough. I felt like there's got to be something more. And I wanted to believe that there was something good out there supporting me. And so this is how I did it. So I would say, what if God is real? What if God is taking care of me even in this very moment? It's not like God is way out there somewhere and that I have to wait and pray and hope against hope that God will grant me an audience because I'm so unimportant. That was basically what I ended up finding out about what I learned to believe about God. But what if God were right here, right now, taking care of me in ways I can't even see? And what if I started to look for those things? What if? So every day I would remind myself, what if God is real? What if something's happening right now? And I would focus on that throughout the day. And after about a week of doing it, I would find myself feeling like God really is here. I really do sense that someone is taking care of me, and I would start to experience things that told me for sure that God is taking care of me. So as I do that, then my belief shifts and I start to see a different reality, not the one of kind of hopelessness and, aloneness, but a one where the universe and even the planet and nature, maybe this cat, is supporting me and taking care to make sure that I am in a good place in the world, and that I can function, and I can maybe even create something that's powerful and helpful for others. So if you would like to do this practice, that would be great. Pick something not maybe as hard as shifting from a drastic belief to a drastic opposite of that belief. And I wouldn't say that I came to that realization quickly. I mean, it took me sort of levels and layers of getting, shifting beliefs before I really got to a place where I am now. But if you would like to shift something like, there's no one out there that could possibly ever love me, like, what if that's not true? What if there is someone in there right around the corner? What if some signs have been pointing you in that direction for a long time and you just haven't been looking because you have this other really strong belief? What if your belief is about money? There's not enough money. I'll never have enough money. I think I had that for quite a while. And what if you shifted it and you just started telling yourself, yeah, wait a minute. There is enough money in the world. In fact, there's so much money in the world that it flows to me so easily. And everyone deserves to have plenty of money. And the only thing stopping them is their belief that it's not there. So let's just consider what ifing yourself for a while. Give yourself a good week or two. See if something changes. If this works for you, you made my day. And I'd love to hear about it in the comments. If you'd like to work with me, there's a link in the description below. And until the next video, have a great day.